Hey guys, welcome on into today's video. My name is DanCBearded, and if you are new here, I have a lot of subscribers that like to call me the trusted teacher for all things beard related, and I really try to live up to that by nerding out on the ingredients and really every aspect of bearding that I possibly can. And huge shout out to you that are returning, and a special golden star bonus ticket of the day. That's what I tell my students, but it's not real currency, it's just clout, it's just out there. But for real, the golden star bonus ticket of the day for those of you that hit the thumbs up before the video even begins, because you know it's about to be some great content. Well, one thing that I have been noticing, and it's been kind of bugging me a little bit lately, is the use of ingredients that are labeled as butters, but they're not actually real butters. Now let me explain. I'm not talking about the product, a beard butter. I'm talking about ingredients that are usually used in a beard butter or in a beard balm. Now this is using an oil that comes from a natural source, and then it is turning it into a butter ingredient. Now they usually do this by mixing that oil with a vegetable shortening. The two most common vegetable shortenings that they use would be palm oil, because it's a solid at room temperature, and then also hydrogenated soy, because it's also a solid but is very, very cheap. Both of those are cheaper than most of the beard butter ingredients that we see naturally. Now, some of the common ones that we want to look out for or just keep an eye on, I'm not saying this is bad, but I just want to make sure you guys are educated when you are becoming the consumer, when you're making a decision. The number one most common that I have seen lately is coconut butter, and then we also see things like argan butter. Aloe butter has been very common recently as well, and I've seen some things like jojoba butter. And really what that means is when we see butters out there like shea butter, like mango butter, those are actually made from the source. Now those other ones in a way can be, but it would be very expensive and not practical in cosmetic products. You are not going to find a natural aloe butter being really used in a beard butter. They simply have to mix that with something else. Now this is where I come in here. As you're reading those ingredients, as someone who follows this channel, you really like to know what's going on in your face. You do not know by reading that ingredient list that there is palm oil that is now going on your face. Now, the companies need to have record of this, and you should be able to ask them about it, but it doesn't necessarily get onto the label or onto the website. And that's where I'm like, man, I feel like I need to make this video out here because there really is not a natural coconut butter that we're seeing in beard products, okay? So I'm gonna let that digest for 2 seconds, and I'm gonna come back to kind of wrap up all these thoughts for this short video today. Every beard company should have an INCI, I'll throw it up over here, showing every ingredient from their supplier that is making up the ingredients they are using in their beard products. It is not okay for a company to order an aloe butter and not know or not understand that there is likely palm oil in that product. That is not okay to pass that on to the consumer unknowingly. Now, again, that will be provided by the supplier. There are no beard companies out here that are pressing the aloe, that are getting this and making it. So they're buying these ingredients, then mixing it themselves. The supplier must give that information. The beard company must understand it and be able to relay that to the consumer when needed. Now the question would be asked, should these ingredients be on the label? When you see something like a jojoba butter, should every aspect of that jojoba be on there? I don't know. I'm guessing a lot of you think yes. With the law, it's a little bit murky. To be fully transparent and honest, the FDA has that overarching umbrella when it comes to cosmetics and when it comes to beard products, which is ridiculous. What a flawed system in the US. The aspect of government that's controlling food and drugs also controls beard products. They have bigger fish to fry, of course. So what I was getting at is they're likely not going to look at that. This is not going to be on their radar until a problem comes up. Now, what if that is not listed on the ingredients and someone does have an allergic reaction? That's where some of those problems come up. So should it be broken down to the very minuscule detail? I'm not sure. I'm interested to hear what you guys think on this, but I do want to make sure my viewers at least are educated. When you see an ingredient, sometimes we need to look, hey, is there a such thing as a coconut butter that they're just taking from that source? Or is there something else that's going on there? Again, I'm not saying it's a bad ingredient. I'm not saying you should avoid it on your face. I'm just simply saying you should know what goes into that ingredient. Now, I'm excited to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Did you know any of this information? Is this new perspective? Is that going to change the way you look at butter ingredients? Because I don't want everybody freaking out. The most common butters that we see from quality companies are just straight up butters. There's nothing different about shea butter. There's nothing different about mango butter. Those are the two most common ones we see. There's some other like exotic ones out there that are fantastic. It's just those ones that are more kind of on the filler side, that are more on the not telling the whole story side, that have been bothering me a little bit lately. So hopefully I brought this to at least a few of your attention, brought it to a few of your eyes out there. I don't even know if that statement made sense, but thank you guys so much as always for watching. I'm excited to check out these comments. DanCBearded, stay bearded and stay positive.